the end of the day, like, you have to know that it's a fear of failure that a lot of people are scared of, and you have to know that if you are not chasing what it is that you want, and if you're not operating as that highest version of yourself, and if you're not fulfilling your true purpose, you're already failing. You're already failing. So what are you so afraid of? Like, you gotta try. You gotta bet on yourself, and you gotta do it. Because, you know, nobody is gonna, like, ride for your goals the way that you're gonna ride for them.
Yeah. I'm here to get what I came for. An open invitation to bring slaughter. I rain precipitations to clean water. Since the teen, I was deemed a supreme author. You should feel what I came in this game for. You could keep your bad in your Range Rover. I drew up the blueprint for the takeover. Made a couple little flips, now the game over. Tell these niggas don't play with me. I done seen them switch, they playing them from A to C. Running laps around the city, don't wait on me. This here's why boys hate on me. Cause my wordplay so birthday, piece of cake. Ground break, my flow on earthquake. Man, I'm trying to get my pockets on Earth Day. Trying to go green in the worst one.
Okay. All right. My name is Danyele Wilson. I am from Chicago. I am from Chicago. I am a high-intensity interval training master trainer and online coach, and most importantly, a balanced leader. I grew up in, like, the northern suburbs of Chicago, so not too far out from the city, but I grew up, and it was always, my parents got divorced when I was very young, so it was always kind of just like me and my mom. Yeah, growing up, like, my mom always had me in literally every activity that you could imagine. Like, I did gymnastics, ballet, jazz, tap, hip hop, like, literally everything under the sun. She put me in gymnastics very, very young, so I was 2 years old when I started gymnastics. She said that she put me in gymnastics because I used to, like, flip out of my crib and, like, jump off, like, the fireplace like a crazy child. So she, like, put me in gymnastics literally so I would learn how to, like, land. She was just an incredibly hard worker and made a way for me to get in gymnastics, so it's like I stuck to it. And there was millions of days that I wanted to quit. My mom was like, get your ass up, you're going to practice. Like, literally, like, my mom was she was a driving force behind, like, a lot of everything, really, that I do. My dad is a legend in Chicago. Like, when you talk about historic football teams, like, it doesn't get much more legendary or historic than the '85 Bears. So growing up in Chicago with that type of, legacy, like, in your family, like, that's huge. It was awesome, and I loved it. I soaked it up. But, with that, greatness comes, like, a little bit of, like, feeling like, oh, well, I'm just Otis Wilson's daughter, or, like, I, like, tying my significance to Otis Wilson's daughter. And that's something, as I grew up, like, I never, like, I wanted to change that. Like, I wanted people to not know me as Otis Wilson's daughter. Like, I wanted for people to know me as Danyele. Yeah, so then I was all-state cheerleader in high school, which was pretty cool. My plaque is still in my high school hallways. There's got some dust on it, but, it's still there. I cheered my sophomore year at Indiana University, and it was, like, surreal. I only cheered for 1 year, and I actually quit the cheerleading team, which I don't tell people a lot because it's sad, and I wish I didn't. One of my biggest regrets is that I quit the team, but like, obviously slowly my muscles started to, like, disappear, and everything just got a little softer everywhere. I started to go to, like, group fitness classes, and I fell in love with group fitness. And finding group fitness was, like, game changer for me because it gave you that, like, team vibe. So you felt like you were, like, part of, like, a community. There's people around you, like, pushing you. Like, I'm used to, like, having my teammates, you know, going just as hard around me, which is gonna make me then go a little bit harder, you know, because I'm competitive. I guess my first real biggest motivation was, okay, if I'm gonna be standing up in front of like all these people every single day, like I need to be a living example of what I'm telling these people to do. So that's really where the whole not settling aspect mindset came from. But it kind of evolved into something bigger, into more of a way of life when I decided to take the leap from, you know, my comfortable 9-to-5 marketing job that I loved. Like I had no like real complaints. I just like, I knew that I was settling. What would the best version of yourself do? Would they settle? And the answer to that is no. So you gotta make a change. So, you know, I was scared shitless and I was terrified, and it was the scariest decision that I've ever made in my entire life, but it was also the best. And I put my notice in at work. I launched my online training business. The response like blew me away. The universe will stretch with you, and like it will catch you, but like you have to stretch first. So like you have to get outside your comfort zone. You have to take that leap. The universe will catch you if it's in divine order, if it's what you're supposed to do. If you're following your purpose, you're following your heart, you know, it's gonna be the right decision, but you have to tell the universe that you're serious about it. And you have to stretch first.
I think it's time to put them in their place. I'ma have to set them straight. You don't know me, you don't know where I'm from, or what I had to do to get this plate. Hey, let me paint a picture. Everybody dissing, acting like it wasn't cool to listen. Now look at me. I say now look at me. Let me get it started. Yo.
For as long as I can remember, I've always been self-conscious of my shoulders, self-conscious of my height, you know, self-conscious of being like strong and athletic. And I always I used to do everything that I could to disguise my shoulders. I would tell myself I had man arms. Like I would literally look in the mirror and cry because I was like this muscular little gymnast like girl. And I got a comment on my Instagram post yesterday where I was talking about self-image, and she was just saying how, like, you know, she has 2 daughters, and one of them's 5'11", one of them's 5'8", and they're like very young girls, and they're super self-conscious about their height, and that she showed them my profile and my videos and read them my caption about embracing your strength and it being okay to be tall, and you know, your shoulders, like, they make you unique, they make you beautiful. And she told me that made her daughters feel better about themselves. So that is like the ultimate prize to me, to know that is what I struggled with so hard when I was younger, and to know that I can make a change for younger girls growing up that look like me. That makes everything so worth it. I said yes to balance because I think there is like true power in representation and inclusivity in the gym, and I think that's what balance represents, and I absolutely love that about them. The fact that, you know, even their size range is inclusive of all women. Like, the most popular brands, like, they don't go up to 2XL and, you know, or double X or double extra small. Like, you know, it goes both ways. So, you know, a lot of people aren't small, medium, or large. So the fact that this brand is so inclusive of all body types and is so encouraging of all different shapes, sizes, colors, races, whatever, like stories, backgrounds, everything, like, and that they encourage all of these women that, you know, the gym is for everyone, and the gym is, the benefits that you get from the gym are for everyone. I like that balance, you know, recognizes the need to include all women, and I'm grateful that they reached out to me to be part of that representation. Oh God, if I could give advice to my younger self, I would tell myself that my mom's right. I should probably go to practice, and and that I would tell my younger self that her shoulders are fine. She's beautiful. I would tell her that, you know, one day her strength is going to be the thing that she's actually most proud of.